Have you ever felt your heart race when a waiter asks for your order in English?
Or maybe you're afraid of sounding rude because you don't know the right words? Stick around until the end because I'm going to show you the exact phrases you need to order food with 100% confidence. Let's dive in.
You know, Liam, I've been thinking about something lately, and it's kind of embarrassing to admit, but it makes me nervous every time.
Now I'm curious. What is it?
Ordering food in English. It sounds simple, but when I imagine it, my mind just goes blank.
Yeah, that moment where everything you know just disappears.
Exactly. I study, I understand, but when it's time to speak, I freeze.
That's more common than you think. It's not about English, it's about pressure.
It really feels like I need to get everything right.
And that's the trap. You don't need perfect English, just clear communication.
That already changes a lot, because I try to fix everything at once.
And your brain can't handle that while speaking. It kills your flow.
That explains my pauses, thinking too much and saying nothing.
Exactly. Speaking needs flow, not control.
Okay, so I walk into a restaurant and just keep it simple.
That's the mindset.
Hi, I'd like a table for 2.
Perfect, natural, and polite.
Or table for 1, please.
Exactly. No need to complicate.
It's funny, I thought longer sentences sounded more correct.
Actually, simpler sounds more natural.
And small words like please or I'd like make a difference.
They do. They make everything sound more polite and natural.
I like that. It feels like a shortcut to sounding better.
It kind of is.
So imagine this. I walk into a restaurant and sit down. The menu arrives, and I feel like I need to say something.
Yeah, but you don't. Sometimes just saying thanks is enough.
That's a relief. I always thought silence meant something was wrong.
Not at all. Silence is part of natural interaction.
So I'm looking at the menu, taking my time.
Which is completely normal.
But I always imagine the waiter coming back too fast.
And that happens, but no need to panic.
I can just say, I need a minute.
Exactly. Or, I'm still deciding.
And that doesn't sound rude?
Not at all. It sounds natural.
That's interesting. I thought I needed to explain more.
No need. Short and clear works best.
And if I feel a bit lost with the menu,
That's the perfect moment to interact.
instead of staying quiet, I can ask, what do you recommend?
Exactly. That turns it into a conversation, not a performance.
Because when it feels like a performance, I get nervous.
And when it feels like a conversation, you relax.
Yeah, it becomes more human.
That's the goal. Real communication is always more human than perfect.
I think that's the biggest shift for me, realizing I don't need to sound perfect to sound natural.
Yeah. Now it's not this big unknown situation. It's just a few simple steps.
Exactly. Like, I can already imagine myself just saying something like, I'll have the pasta.
Perfect. That pattern alone solves most situations.
Or even, can I get the burger, please?
That's one of the most useful phrases you can learn.
It feels so simple, almost too simple.
That's the point. Real English in everyday situations is usually simple.
And I remember you mentioned something about I'd like sounding better than I want.
Yeah. I want isn't wrong, but it can sound a bit too direct depending on the context.
So I'd like is just softer?
Sure. It sounds more polite without making things complicated.
I like that. It feels like I can sound more natural just by choosing the right version.
That's how fluency works. It's not about knowing more. It's about using better patterns.
And what if I want to change something in the order?
That's super common. And again, simple works. No onions, please. Extra cheese. Without sauce.
Wow, that's really direct.
Yeah, and totally normal. You don't need long explanations.
That makes things so much easier because I always thought I needed to explain everything perfectly.
No one expects that. Clear and short is better than perfect and complicated.
And if I suddenly don't understand what the waiter says?
That happens all the time. Just stay calm and say, "Sorry, I didn't catch that."
That sounds very natural.
Or, "Can you repeat that?" Same idea.
I like that one. It keeps the conversation going instead of shutting down.
Sure. That's the goal. Stay in the conversation.
And if something goes wrong with the order?
You can handle it politely and directly. "Sorry, this isn't what I ordered." Or, "I think there's a mistake."
That doesn't sound rude at all.
Because it isn't. Tone matters more than complexity.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that confidence comes more from how you say things than what you say.
That's a big realization.
And then comes the final part, paying the bill.
The classic moment.
Check, please.
Perfect. Short, clear, natural.
And if I want to take food home, to go, right?
Exactly. "Can I get this to go?"
And splitting the bill. That one always confused me.
"Can we split the bill?" Or, "We'll pay separately."
Okay, that actually sounds easier than I expected.
Most of it is easier than people imagine. The fear makes it look harder.
That's so true. The situation in my head was way worse than reality.
That's usually how it works.
Oh, I almost forgot about cafes. That used to confuse me a lot too.
Yeah, coffee menus can look intimidating at first.
So many names. Espresso, latte, cappuccino.
But once you understand the basics, it's simple. Espresso is strong and small. Latte has more milk, smoother taste. Cappuccino has more foam, stronger flavor.
And drip coffee is the regular one, right?
Exactly. The classic.
And decaf is without caffeine.
Yep. And regular means with caffeine.
I feel like I've been overcomplicating even coffee. I've been acting like I need a PhD just to order a drink.
Most people do at first.
And cold drinks, like cold brew?
Smoother, less acidic. And then you have things like frappuccinos, more like dessert drinks.
Now that you explain it like this, it all feels very manageable.
Because it is. Once you break it down, it's just patterns.
That word again, patterns.
Yep, patterns create confidence.
And repetition makes them automatic.
Exactly. That's how you stop overthinking.
So instead of trying to build sentences every time, I just reuse what already works.
That's the smartest approach.
And I guess speaking out loud is important too, right?
Very. You need to train your mouth, not just your mind.
That's such a different way of thinking, but it makes sense.
Speaking is physical. It needs practice just like anything else.
I can already feel the difference just imagining myself in these situations now.
That's confidence starting to build.
And if something goes wrong, I don't panic, I simplify.
Sure. Always stay calm and use what you know. Keep it moving.
I like that. It feels more human, less robotic.
That's because real communication is human.
So, in the end, it's not about perfect English.
It never was.
It's about being understood and staying in the conversation.
Exactly.
And I guess this is just the beginning, right?
Right. Ordering food is the first step, but real conversations go beyond that.
Like expressing what you feel, what you think.
Yeah, that's where things get more interesting.
A little more challenging, too.
Maybe, but also more real.
I like that. Feels like the next level.
And that's exactly where we're going next.
All right. I'm actually excited now.
That's a good sign.
See you in the next episode.
See you there.